Life has 4 areas that we should all be paying super close attention to. The reality is, life should be looked at as a puzzle that we all create in our minds as our perfect life that we would love to live. The goal is to find those pieces that are gonna put that puzzle together for you. Stay until the end of the video and you'll learn why these 4 areas are crucial for that to happen. My name is Andrew Pizzi. I'm an investor and entrepreneur here out of Las Vegas, and I want to welcome you to the AP Show, where we'll be focusing on how to build a good life around health, wealth, love, and happiness, which are all needed to have a successful life overall, and not just in business or any one area of your life, but a fulfilled life overall. Before we go into the 4 areas that I think that you should be optimizing for, let me first give you a reason and an overall explanation on why I think that you should be optimizing for multiple areas in your life versus just one, as most people do. If you think about it, there are very few things in life that you can get accomplished by just focusing on one thing. Let's give it some thought for a second. You can't run a business by just focusing on how to sell your product. You have to do that. But you also have to focus on how to market your company, your product, yourself, your employees, and what you're all about so that people come to you. You also have to focus on finances. You can't spend all your money on employees or any one specific area. And many more things that we're going to be covering in future videos about how to run an efficient business. So stay tuned, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when we drop content every week. Now, with that being said, what would make you think that life is any different though? You also can't pretend to run your life or achieve the life that you want by just focusing in any one specific area and abandoning the rest. Especially because most people that I talk to, whether they're motivated by money or anything else, their end goal is always happiness. Think about it for a second. Whether you want money, status, or whatever drives you, the end goal is that you want those things, whether it's money or status, again, because it would make you happy. It would make you feel fulfilled. So before we go ahead and break down each of the 4 categories, I want to make sure that when you see the order of the 4 pillars and you see happiness at the end, you don't think I mean that happiness should be last. In fact, it's the complete opposite. For me, and for most people, happiness is in fact the first thing on their list. The reason why happiness is last is because the first 3 are needed in order for you to hit happiness. That's the happiness formula. Like Tony Robbins says, progress equals happiness. Now, with that being said, let's break down each of the 4 categories. They are health, wealth, love, happiness. And yes, in that order. Let me explain to you why. Health is the trump card out of the 4 pillars because if you're not healthy, you won't care about anything. It's very hard to be successful at anything in life if you don't enjoy of your overall health. I want to go deeper than that. To me, health goes beyond just not having any medical issues or health like illnesses or anything like that, which is important. But to me, health also has 3 more categories that we need to pay attention to. Those categories are how much you exercise, how good the food is that you're eating, and then 3, and not less important, how well your sleep is. Let's talk for a minute about why, besides going to the doctor once a year, getting your exams done, and making sure that there are no red flags on your health, you should also focus on the 3 categories that we talked about. They have benefits, and for example, exercise has 2 main benefits to your life. 1, it helps you avoid health problems in the future, but 2, it helps you build mental strength and discipline. I hate going to the gym, for example, but by doing it every single day, I tell my mind that there are things that we don't want to do, but that we have to do it. And it makes it easier overall for you in life when you do that. Now, it also helps you sleep. It depends on the time of the day, but if you exercise at the right time for your sleeping cycle, it helps you sleep way better. Number 2 is sleep. So if you sleep better, your life is going to be better overall. You're going to have more energy, you're going to be more productive, you're going to be less grumpy, therefore you're going to be better overall and more productive. 3, food. Food is totally related to health, and energy. Those are the two things that you have to pay attention to when you're deciding what foods you're putting into your body. It might taste good to go get McDonald's or to go get just fast food. It's quick, it saves you time, and it tastes good. But it's really bad for your health, and you don't want to do those things even though they taste good. Now, let's move on to the second pillar, which is wealth. When I say the word wealth, or when you see it on the 4 pillars, I don't want you to think about it as Forbes list wealth or being a millionaire. I don't even mean it in a way of a specific amount of money. I mean it in a way of having a margin of safety. If every paycheck you're freaked out because you can't pay your bills, your life is gonna suffer because your stress is gonna go up. As Ty Lopez says, money doesn't bring happiness, but the absence of money brings unhappiness. And if you don't trust me on this, look up the #1 reason for divorce in America. It's money problems. So let's make sure that we get enough in our monthly payments to cover our bills so that stress is not even a question because of lack of money. Let's now go to our third pillar, love. We tend to look at the word love as our relationships with our wife, husband, girlfriend, or boyfriend. But the reality is we need tons of relationships in our life to feel well, fulfilled, and most importantly, happy. If you were to only focus in just one relationship in your life, you're going to miss the opportunity to be fully happy and complete as a human being. We need multiple relationships in our lives. The 4 more important ones that you need are the following: business partners and connections in the marketplace. Those are going to help you grow individually as a person and professionally as well. And it also feels good that when you're in need of a service or anything that is going on in your life in that field, you know somebody and that you know that when you call them, they're going to be there for you. 2, you need family members. You need to be as close as your family as you can. Those people are going to ride the bad times with you and support you and be there to be the happiest of all human beings in the planet when you win. 3, you need friends to form a social circle with, to chit chat, talk about life, or just go out every now and then, which is needed as well for you to be happy. 4, and most importantly, a wife, a husband, and boyfriend or a girlfriend. That is going to be the person that you're going to form a family with and that is going to build a life with you and make you feel happy every day when you come home. We're moving into the 4th, final, and most important one of the pillars, happiness. Now that we have reviewed all that information, you might be getting a better idea as to why you need to master multiple areas of your life compared to just one. Happiness is a compilation of a whole bunch of stuff that you do right. It's a formula that you have to follow. But there are areas of your life that you have to pay attention to, such as the ones that we have reviewed in the past. As long as you're optimizing for those areas of your life, happiness will be there. Think about it for a minute. How likely is it that you're ever going to experience depression or unhappiness in general when your life is full of love through multiple relationships, you have a good income that supports your family, your dreams, and removes the stress that comes from not having enough income, and a strong body that is healthy, that you exercise, that you eat well, and that you sleep well so that you can perform the day-to-day tasks that you have planned for you to achieve your goals? It's unlikely, very unlikely, because your life is going to be full in all the areas that you need to be paying attention to. I want to know what your thoughts are on this. So please comment below with any questions that you may have or any other areas that you think that we should be optimizing for. Please hit the like button so that more people can see this content, and feel free to add me on Instagram so you can get daily content from me there. Take care, everybody.